What's going on, guys? Just kidding. Today, I'm here with Ricky. Will you introduce yourself for us?
Yeah, so...
What do you do? What's your age? Where are you from?
Alright, so my name is Ricky Gutierrez. I'm a 22-year-old entrepreneur. I'm based in Gilbert, Arizona. I'm a student at ASU Polytechnic. So I would say go Sun Devils, but I'm really not very motivated. But pretty much I'm originally from Orange County, California. I moved out about 2 years ago in a sense to pursue to buy my first property at the age of 20, and now 2 years later I have a series of businesses. I'm a 22-year-old day trader. I have a series of businesses, so that's primarily what I focus on. I'm a full-time student at ASU Polytechnic, and I actually reached out to Tanner a couple hours ago. I'm here in California after a 2-week trip that I took to Spain, Barcelona. I met up with another YouTuber and I was like, you know, how cool would it be to actually meet Tanner? I saw one of his videos that he made on like him actually buying the Lamborghini. So I was like, you know, Amazon sales, that looks somewhat interesting. It's something that I've always wanted to learn a little bit more about, and what better way to learn about it for someone that's, you know, extremely passionate and you know, obviously doing very well for himself. So thank you again so much for,
thanks for having
taking time out of your day to meet up. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm a day trader. That's really what I'm known for my YouTube channel. I make daily videos, kind of just capturing my live trades, so you guys can, you know, join me while I trade the stock market, usually 15 minutes before the market opens and about 15 minutes after. And then after that, I pretty much dedicate my time to the other businesses that I have. After doing, like, you know, and after finding different sources of income, the reason that I really focused on penny stocks were that I really didn't see the return that I wanted when it came to initially, you know, being exposed to penny stocks at the very early age of 14. But later within the years, I ended up finding, you know, I was learning from my best practices, learning from my mistakes, and I kind of set up kind of like an outline on kind of, you know, my best practices that have led to my success, certain type of trading styles that, you know, I excel in, and certain strategies that I, you know, do well in. Understanding that, you know, that's really what I primarily focus on, and based on what I've heard on Tanner and his specific videos, it's kind of the same thing. He talks about what he does well. He's talked about his mistakes. He, you know, has a group where he shares best practices, shares mistakes, and I think people really do undervalue the importance of that, because when it comes to trying to be successful in anything, understanding and kind of networking with people that are already successful and seeing success in a specific market, and being able to, you know, I mean, you could have never really done that other than, like, you know, in today's age where simply with an internet connection, you guys can reach out to Tanner, get more advice when it comes to, you know, Amazon sales, how to excel in something, and it comes down to planning out, managing your risk, and, you know, executing. And that's really all we do when it comes to day trading. It's something that I truly enjoy to do. I do it for about 2 hours a day, and I don't drive a Lamborghini, so... But
you do have cool cars. And, well, I'll let you talk. What kind of cars do you have, or have you had? Okay, so the first couple of videos that I've made when I introduced myself to YouTube was I bought my first house at my first house at the age of 20, and then a couple months later I bought my dream car. So at the age of 14 I wanted the Nissan GTR, and then I ended up buying that when I was 21. So real quick, let's stop. Alright, sorry about that, guys. But pretty much, I invested in my first property first at the age of 20. That was like within my first 6 months in Arizona. 3 months later, I bought my Nissan GTR. I was 21 already. And it was a 2012 Nissan GTR. I had that for a couple months. And something that I do, if you guys don't know me already, is I buy a car relatively for a little bit below market price. I ride it around for a couple months. I try to find creative ways on how to actually make money while owning it. So I've used different type of, you know, programs to make money, or if anything, I just buy very low. I, you know, then later either break even or sell it for a profit. I've had BMW M3s, like Subarus, like 4 or 5 Mustangs, and I have a Corvette Z06 2015 at the moment that is for sale. No, I'm just kidding. Lame car. No, just. But yeah, I actually saw that he had a Corvette Z06 and then he moved on over to this, so you could see how I feel, you know, subjugated within kind of like what's going on. But overall, it really comes down to just like sharing our passion for cars, for, you know, being an entrepreneur, spending time with people that, in a sense, you know, are like-minded, right? So he excels in something, like I told him I explained in my video that he excels in something that I did not understand whatsoever, and within the 30 minutes that I actually spent talking to him, I feel like I understand what he does pretty well, kind of basics on how to actually excel when it comes to being a successful like Amazon like seller,
and kind of just tips for success, but really comes down to executing. So other than that, that's really just it.
And you have multiple properties now in real estate, and you're working on a fourth?
I'm working on a fourth, so it's as of actually yesterday. So I got an alert from one of my real estate agents, or I got an alert by my real estate agent, so let's just say that. So I got an alert by my real estate agent on a certain short sale that is happening right now in Gilbert, Arizona. I thought I'd take advantage of the opportunity and pretty much just buy the house. So again, the opportunity is present to me, so I'm exposed to, in a sense, the opportunity. Taking advantage of it, so just going in and buying the house as long as it meets all my criteria when it comes to being a good home. I convert my properties into rental properties, so I receive like rental income off of it. And then once the price is at a certain resistance or at certain market value that I want to sell for a profit, that's Maserati Gran Turismo. Yeah. I don't think your ears can hear it because they're still so.
They're tuned.
so I had to tune after this bad boy. But
I don't know Maseratis.
I only know Lambos, right? But yeah, so I have a couple properties. They're all rental properties except for even the one that I live in. I rent out a couple of the bedrooms there. But it's just been a great way that I've been able to, in a sense, understand the market. Once I'm exposed to an opportunity, I set up a plan on how I can, profit off of it. I execute. I make sure that I try to take advantage of every opportunity that's given to me. And that's really just it. I'm 22 years old, hopefully working on the fourth one. And my goal about every 6 months is to buy a property, but realistically focus on not forcing the purchase, making sure that, I'm buying the property when it's a good deal. So that's really just
Now guys, he's a great one to follow because with entrepreneurs, normally you'll see the kind of like, oh, fuck you, like super risk taker, he's the opposite. He's super conservative. I'm pretty conservative in most aspects, it depends, but he's very conservative, planning for the future, doing everything textbook how you should. So he's really one you would want to follow. He's the one where, like, if your dad gives you advice, he's the one that follows that advice too. But if you guys want to check him out, he's the first link in the description. Anything else?
Pretty much when it comes to for all those that are trying to, if you guys are following Tanner or following any entrepreneur, one of the biggest, I think, suggestions that I can give that's led to my success is don't, in a sense, understand the importance of having a stable income. So if everyone's in different positions in life, and you guys have to understand that. So being able to take advantage of an opportunity, you have to understand that you need to have money to make money. So if you don't have any money, you have to understand that you need to make money, so you might need to get a job to actually work, right? Understanding that, don't limit yourself to just one source of income. Even if you're doing well with your normal job, you're doing well with his Amazon or with Amazon sales, always be open to, at least that's what in a sense has assisted me, open to different sources of income, being exposed to any opportunity. I think that's something really cool about Tanner, is that I simply reached out to him. We're in completely different markets when it comes to being an entrepreneur or being an investor, but because we're open-minded to, in a sense, learn a little bit more about what we do, in a sense, in a hope that he can later, potentially day trade or, do swing trades or long-term trades, just exposed to the opportunity. So one day, if an opportunity is, in a sense, present to him, he at least understands the basics, he understands if it's a good deal, and then he can take advantage of that opportunity. But it comes down to first understanding the principles. So what I would suggest for any of you guys is, if you guys want to be successful in any market, don't limit yourself just to one specific market, and try to learn the most that you can. I can't stress that enough. It does take a lot of time, it does take a lot of work to be the best you can in a specific market, but it also comes down to being a risk taker, but managing that risk and making sure that whatever it is that you choose to pursue, try to be the best that you can, manage your risk, and understand the importance of actually executing it and taking that first step.
Exactly. I agree. And again, guys, he's the first link in the description. Go subscribe to him. He has good content, and he has pretty sick cars. So.
Thank you, guys.
I want to thank you guys for watching that video. If you're not already, please hit the subscribe button and the little bell to turn on notifications. And if you are interested, the second link in the description will be my Amazon course if you're new. I will see you guys in the next video.